But I gotta tell you a story though. But goddamn, I know my family's gonna fucking hate me. So my son just got his bedroom I want to say 3 weeks ago, his own bed and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Right before that, he was just asleep with me. So it's just Friday night, first night, cool, fucking kiss him goodnight, tucked him in, knocked the flying two fucks, you know. Saturday did the same thing, and tuck him in. I went go back to my room, and I knock out around 3 o'clock. I get like a pressure pain in my side, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? And it's like it's 3 o'clock. I'm thinking the worst paranormal shit, you know. And I barely touched, and I felt something. So I fucking Spartan kick whatever the fuck that was. I didn't realize my son decided to come in the middle of the night to spend the night with me.
Damn,
he didn't
bro.
even touch the floor. He hit the dresser.
Damn.
He got up real quick, and he was like, "Dad," and I was like, "What the fuck are you doing in my room?" And he just got back in my bed, turning around all pissed off and shit.
Damn, bro, you kicked the shit out of your son.
I did, and I'm not gonna lie. The next day, I went to go drop him off. I'm like, "Hey, have a good day at school. I love you." And he's like, "Yeah." And then he just walked away. I'm like, "Fuck, that hurts."
He walked away with the fucking gimp, bro.
He was hella
I will.
But I swear to God, the best way to describe that shit, it was like 300. I straight kicked that motherfucker. Love him to that fuck, dude. Now I know I gotta be careful because I'm not used to it. That was his first time doing that shit.
I like how your first like gut reaction was like, "Ah, this is clearly Satan."
Yeah.
You saw the 3 o'clock. You're like, "What else is a man to do?" I mean, really.
Clearly, this is not my son in my room right now.
That thought in my head is like, "Mama didn't raise no bitch."
All right.
He's like, either this is a homosexual home invader, or it's Satan. There's no in betweens.
That can't be.
Son was way out of the question.
Little did I find out there was.
Your kid ever done some like creepy shit that like fucked you up at night?
Nah, not really.
They don't ever freak you out?
My house. So, like I said, my son just started sleeping on his own. But that was prior, and he was just asleep with me. And I would sleep and outside of the bed, he would sleep inside in case he decides to fucking flop over like a fish and fall. So I was just sleeping, and all of a sudden I felt my leg tug, and I'm like, "Fuck, is that you, Satan?" Because if it is, take me now. And then I literally just turned around, and it was my kids just staring. I'm like, "Oh fuck!" And then my son's like, "Ah, Dad, you scared him." I'm like, "Bitch, you scared me."
That's fucking funny. My girl's done some shit like that to me. I was actually like, I fall asleep on the couch like all the time, bro. And it was one night she was giving me a kiss goodnight, and I like woke up as she was leaning in, and I like swatted. I'm not gonna say I slapped her, but I swatted, and I was like, "Oh shit!" And because I got scared, and yeah, bro,
That's good. That you say swat because if it was a slap, then you got a case.
I swatted, bro.
He's like, it doesn't count if you got a handful of like
And then,
ear.
I mean, I swatted, but as soon as
It's not a slap if you catch it behind the ear, bro.
as soon as I realized that it was, her and what she was doing, I was like, I started apologizing ASAP.
I want to, dude. I
I was like, fuck, my bad. I said I didn't mean to. But, yeah, that shit.
I'm sorry for that light pat on the side of the face.
Like, I'm sorry. Next time,
Right.
don't burn dirt in there.
Don't kiss me in my sleep next time.
Man.
Nah, man, fucking. I remember when my daughter was like 3-ish, 2-ish. I remember we lived at some apartments, and she had come up to me while I was watching TV or some shit. She was playing in her room. She was like, "Dad, I think there's something in the closet."
Oh, nah.
And I remember I was like,
Fuck that.
I've seen enough movies for that shit.
I'm the type of nigga, bro, where I'm like, all right, we're just going to tear the Band-Aid off. You know what I'm saying? If there's something in the closet, I'm going to try to scare the shit out of it before it scares me.
Right.
So I walk through the motherfucker. I'm all fucking knocking on the walls, trying to hype myself up like I'm in 300, bro. As I'm walking through the hallway. Get to the closet, fucking tear the motherfucker open. I'm just looking around, and I'm like, the fuck? I'm like, there's nothing here, bro. You're fine. And then I look down at her, you know, she's 3, so she's way down close to the ground. And I'm like, you're fine. And then she just shakes her head, no. And she's looking behind me and she points up at the ceiling of the closet. And I remember just like this moment of like my neck having to.
Oh, hell no.
Nothing was there, mind you, but for like that, you know, 3-second fucking head turn, bro. Because I did it slow as a motherfucker. I was just like, oh no. And that was just one time where she just fucked me up completely. I was like, all right, you win this one.
See, I would have like
Into the dark ceiling.
Like something just like literally on the shelf, just like peeking.
Yeah, fuck, that's what I literally thought of when you said that.
Yeah, just you see some like bright looking eyesight looking at you.
Some red eyes.
You ever seen the movie? I think it's called Doll or Puppet. It's like this. There was some bitch in a mansion, and she thinks that there's a fucking puppet alive, and it doesn't move or nothing. But later on, they find out that it was the grandson. That
The
was
boy.
The boy. That's what it's called. Living in the fucking walls and shit.
Bro, me and my girl went to the movies to see that, and it was one of the most gangster endings of all time.
I can't remember that name.
Because we were in a packed movie theater. You ever seen The Boy?
Hell no, bro.
Do you know what it's about?
Nah, bro. I don't do scary movies, man.
It's
I tell you this all the time, bro.
Nah, bro. This white bitch, she's leaving an abusive relationship, so she's gonna go leave the country to go to the UK, where some old couple has this fat ass fucking mansion. They like put a Craigslist ad looking for a babysitter. So this bitch shows up and she's like, I'm just gonna be an international babysitter because you know that's something people do.
Right.
So she gets there and it's not actually a boy. It's a little porcelain fucking doll, pale face motherfucker with a comb over, wearing like a little robe, looking like the kid from James and the Giant Peach. Mm-hmm. And she thinks it's a joke but the parents are like telling her these rules. You have to be up at this time. You got to change his clothes. You have to feed him at this time, play with him. And the girl's kind of like, yeah, whatever, nigga.
Hey, tweaking.
Tripping.
All right.
So the parents abandon her with the kid or this doll. And pretty quick she realizes, oh, the house is haunted because shit's moving around by itself. The doll's moving by itself. So she's like, oh shit, there's really a spirit inside this kid.
All right.
And the movie's selling it real fucking good that it's a ghost. But at the very end of the movie, she makes peace with it. So she's like friends with this ghost doll thing, right? She's chilling. But then her abusive boyfriend from America follows her ass to the fucking house. So now he's here. And he just starts beating the shit out of her again in the middle of the house. And
Right.
as he's beating the shit out of her, he looks at the doll. He's like, what? Why do you care so much about this dumb fucking doll? And he like Charlie Brown football spikes the motherfucker right into the floor. Bam, shatters. Yeah, I remember we're all in the fucking movie theater, right? And then all of a sudden, like, you see the walls start shaking in the house and shit. And it's all like, oh, damn, he just, you know, he unleashed a fucking beast, nigga. The spirit's out from the doll.
Right.
But the plot twist is a fucking 7-foot nigga wearing the same mask as it's on the doll kicks out a fucking mirror and steps out from behind the fucking mirror, bro. And this dude was living in the walls, moving shit around the house the entire fucking movie.
Oh, hell no.
Nigga, when I tell you my jaw was touching my nutsack, I was fucking...
Was he like so you said it was a 7-foot dude wearing the mask?
He had the mask that, like, the face that the doll had, he had, like, a porcelain fucking mask around his fucking face. But he looked all fucked up and, like, he looked like a homeless dude, pretty much. Just stepping out from this mirror, started fucking dude up, and, I mean, however it ended it's pointless, but fucking, yeah.
But the dude was like...
So it was never a ghost?
No, it was this dude living in the walls.
But was that the old lady's kid, though?
Yeah, it was their kid, because he was like a nut, and they had thought he had started a fire that killed some other little kids, and that he had died in the fire, but low-key they were hiding him in the house.
Oh, piece of shit parents.
Damn, I'm gonna have to watch that.
Yeah, bro, the boy was hard. I liked it.
I got cotton mouth like a motherfucker.
You good. No, but anyways, I just now noticed that, like, we've been going and I haven't introed the fucking episode. So I've been, like, working on an intro in my head, right? Because, like, I want to do live streams at some point. So, like, when we start these, maybe there's going to be, like, 2 niggas watching, 10 niggas watching, maybe 30 or 50. Who the fuck knows? Right. So I want to start out with, like, kind of like almost a Twilight Zone-esque fucking thing. Like, welcome to that strange corner of the internet again. welcome. Where boys become men and men become gods. I got goosebumps. But no, something like that, you know? Like, welcome to the fucking, I don't know, the Death Taco Dojo.
I like that weird corner of the internet you just said.
Welcome to that weird corner of the internet.
I fuck with that.
Right,
Yeah.
that's what I thought of too. That
Yeah,
shit was
that's pretty
hard. So I can build on that. But that's more or less how it's going to go. And then I'm going to be like, welcome to the Death Taco podcast. We got my boy fucking Raul. We got Jesus. Blah, 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 blah. It's going to get smoother. But yeah, I want to definitely like have a legit script that I'm going off
Sure,
of.
for sure.
The fucking, I wanted to talk about, I saw, you brought up the movie first, but I was thinking of another movie. I saw that new Paranormal Activity movie.
The one
A
like,
new
kinda-
one.
The Amish looking one?
The Next of Kin. Yeah.
Oh, I seen the commercial. They look nice.
You know, it reminds me of, you guys have seen Tropic Thunder, right? With Ben Stiller.
Yeah.
Nah, bro.
You never seen Tropic Thunder?
It's a funny movie.
I mean, they probably played it at the shop one day, but I wasn't paying attention.
Where Robert Downey Jr. does blackface, and he's like a black dude from the 70s.
Yeah, nah, bro. I ain't
That's a
gonna.
funny movie. Yeah, I recommend it.
It's fire. But there's a parody in that movie. They're making fun of action movies where it's like almost like how would you describe it? Were these doing the action hero thing?
I don't know how to describe it. I know what you're trying to say.
He's almost like a Rocky type character, right? But imagine like Pitch Black Vin Diesel type shit. Like some scientific, he's got guns. There's lava exploding all around him, and they're all like, this guy is Scorcher. And then Scorcher 2, he has like a baby strapped to his chest. Now it's different. Scorcher 2. Then the third one, there's a second baby strapped to his chest, but it's different. Scorcher 3. And then there's a fourth trailer where he still has the two babies, but now instead of like lava and fire, there's like ice. And it's like, you hear the ice going across, but this time it's different again. And that's what I felt like watching that Paranormal Activity movie. Because, you know, now there's snow.
Oh.
And before it was like in California.
It was in like the city and the burbs. But
One
no,
was
no,
in
no.
the hood.
Yeah. And one was in the hood. And this one was like, no. Now we're going to do the snow. Paranormal Activity. That's what it should have been called, not Next of Kin. Paranormal Activity.
So where was it in? Like the Midwest?
Fuck, I don't even remember, dude. It was pointless. It was, some part of the Midwest or Northeast, like where there's a bunch of country and shit. It was actually okay.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. That movie's kind of scared me. But I mean, I don't fuck with shit like that because I believe in that shit. So
I hear you.
I don't fuck with it. And when I watched it, it fucked me up. And I've seen the first one. I've seen the one with the we're in the hood. And I guess I could say I've seen all of them, but I just don't remember them clearly. But they fucked me up, bro. I can't sleep at night if I watch that shit.
For real?
Yeah.
I feel like Paranormal's like Fast and Furious. They should have stopped like after the fourth fucking movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of stupid. I guarantee you the next Paranormal Activity's in space.
I was thinking about that, bro.
That's
That,
funny, bro.
that could be
You'll
fire.
have some aliens.
And they're getting haunted.
That should
I don't
be-
know. Whenever there's like a space movie, you could always like predict what the kills are going to be. Like someone's definitely getting sucked into space.
Yeah, that. You ain't kidding on that one, bro.
Someone's going to die and blood's going to be like levitating with the body. Like those are just things that have to happen while you're in space.
One of their like oxygen, like their master's gonna crack. They're gonna run out of oxygen
And their
while
heads
they're outside of
explode and
space.
shit.
Yeah,
Something dumb, bro. Like it's really predictable.
Or you see like the biggest dude in a group and gets sucked in through a little hole.
It's like getting like reverse sucked into an ass.
Reverse sucked in.
nigga spaghetti when he gets out of it. When he's out on the other side.
Dude, you ever thought about like if you ever got caught in this situation, just flop yourself over and just take out your dick, put it in a hole. It might be the best suck you ever had in your
Hell
life
no,
before you
bro.
die.
You tripping.
So if you're gonna get sucked out
I mean,
of like the
yeah.
hole in the spaceship, just turn over and just unzip as you're going.
Go out like a bag.
What if that's the only part that gets taken and the rest of you doesn't fit?
I'll make sure I bleed out. If that shit rips off of me, I'll bleed out. Fuck that. It's not worth living. That shit's already gone. Somewhere in space frozen.
They're holding your arms down, bro, trying to like fucking patch it and like gauze the motherfucker.
Gossip.
Some dude's walking up to you with an iron ready to fucking cauterize the motherfucker.
Fuck that.
I'll make sure I die.
Nah, dude, but that got me thinking when I watched that with like about the Amish community and shit. Like, you guys think you could ever do that temporarily, even? Like,
Kind of.
I mean, I don't know, bro. They live in like they have literally like no electricity, nothing like that.
mm-hmm.
They play baseball for like, to pass time and shit.
I don't even know if they could play baseball, man.
No, they do. They do. My
For real?
They can play sports. It's just can't have electricity.
my stepdad has been over to the like some Amish counties or some shit like that because I guess we get stuff from them, or the grocery store gets stuff from them, and he's seen that shit. So they like around noon they play baseball or some shit like that. I don't know what the fuck he was.
So he always interrupted the baseball game?
Nah, they were there, and the baseball game started after they showed up. Like, you know what I mean? They were there. They got there in the morning and saw kind of what they do all day.
Did they have like regular baseball uniforms, or was it like
Nah, it was
Amished
just in
out?
their- yeah, they were Amished out, bro. Like, the chicks was in the little hats, the dudes was, in suits and shit. They literally had no electricity, nothing like that. I think they had like, I don't even think they had like plumbing or nothing like that, bro. They literally lived like,
So they had like outhouses and
yeah, shit like that, yeah.
and wells for water. Man, that would be the worst parts of the whole fucking wells for water thing, bro.
I low-key think that's where they get their corn from. I want to say some shit like that.
I can
that-
see it.
I don't know.
What do you mean?
Because my stepdad, he works for the grocery. Well, this was when he was a produce manager.
Oh, man, I thought about something way different when you said that shit. I thought that's where the Amish get their corn from. I'm like, dude, what they get it from the fucking ground?
Nah, like that's
You
where
thought his dad was driving him corn out there, bro?
I think unless you're getting it from some place out in California, I don't know if it don't even make that far, but I think they do have some places here where they
This
get
nigga
this
was
shit.
about to go in and say that was a fake Amish community, son.
I went to Branson, was it 2 weeks ago, and driving to Branson, you see signs where like Amish buggies, be careful not to hit their ass on the side of the highway.
Oh no shit!
Yeah,
bro.
they're all over.
Damn, bro, that was some children of the corn shit right there.
Yeah, I'm not stopping. Mm-mm.
I'll race one of them motherfuckers. Beep beep beep. Pull up next to them, honk it 3 times.
Fucking bust out doing the wheel with the horse up at night.
Horse takes off.
Fuck that.
That'd be messed up.
I thought that was a funny movie about that shit too.
Do you know they have a mafia?
The Amish Mafia.
The Amish mafia. I mean, I don't know if that was just a made up show for the thing, but
Thing.
I was reading something about
I
that.
could see it being real.
I feel like every fucking race in every country has a mafia somehow.
Some criminal underworld. That's funny.
When you guys were growing up, did you ever like stick the condom in your wallet?
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's like the longest you ever kept it in there?
a minute.
I'm not gonna lie, dude. I sat on a condom for like 2 years.
I ain't gonna lie, that motherfucker sat in there, bro. But I never was in it using condoms, so that motherfucker was in there. It stayed in there.
It wasn't until like it was probably like the longest, probably like 3 weeks in.
God
Because
damn.
everybody and their mom and dads would say like, don't keep it on there because if it creases, it's gonna
Right.
get fucked up and shit. So I've always been paranoid.
Yeah, I've always heard that it can get damaged in your wallet, being in your wallet as well.
You see, I never heard that, so I used it still. Like after 2 years, pretty sure it expired.
Shit probably ripped on you like when you were using it.
Took all the air out. That motherfucker was all dry.
This is a fun conversation. So, did you guys have to practice putting one on, or did you just like know what to do with it?
I read the instructions.
Yeah, so you read the instructions, and then you waited till showtime, and you were like, I know what to do.
So my pro, it's not
Kinda.
Kinda.
Yeah. I kind of just said fuck it, and I know you gotta pinch the tip and roll it back. So I pinched the tip and rolled it back.
Like, as you needed it.
I told her to hold on.
Now, you see me, bro? I tried like 3 different times just to make sure I could do it right. Like, in the week leading up to when I knew I was going to use it, I was like, all right, this looks cool. No, it's rolled too far back. A little up. Yeah, I didn't pinch the tip enough. It's a little bubble.
Too much air in it. But see, that's the thing is that's what they don't tell you when they just show you how to put it on. They don't tell you when. So you just gotta figure that shit out on your own.
What do you mean showed you how to pull on? I'd never seen I didn't have, what do you mean,
Well, I
like
don't
sex
either,
ed?
bro. But
Yeah, I never had sex ed either.
I didn't either. But I'm just saying, that's what I'm just saying. They show you how to put it on, but they don't show you when. I'm just saying in general.
I couldn't even understand the concept of it. Like, I thought when I took it out of the thing, it was going to be like, you know what I'm saying? Like hot dog shaped already.
What?
I thought you were gonna pull it on like a fucking sock.
It tells you literally on the back.
I didn't read it. The print was too tiny, bro. I just tore it open and I was like, we're gonna figure this out. Kind of like how you put together like shit from IKEA.
Missing parts and everything.
Yeah.
Bro, I've only used it. I ain't gonna lie. I've only used that shit on one girl, so I don't really know.
Man.
You been like raw dogging every bitch?
Pretty much.
Don't share my cup with me.
But I'm married now, bro, so you ain't gotta worry about it.
AIDS and shit like doesn't just go away, dude.
Hey, the Lord made it all
That's
go
cool,
away, bro.
Trust me. I went to go get checked. I'm cool. And I've been with the same girl ever since I went to go get checked, so.
Safety. The man played Russian
Straight
roulette
up.
and he came out all right.
Yeah, dude. Most people don't. Either come out with a kid or something.
Shit, I came out with a kid.
Oh, you lost.
Eventually.
You lost a lot.
I mean, but I was with my chick for 3 years whenever she got
Yeah,
pregnant.
there's
So.
nothing wrong. I was with my son's mom off and on for like 5 years until we had him. And even then, we still ended up breaking the fuck up. So
Not me.
It happens, man.
Yeah, it happens, bro.
live our dream for the both of us. Then.
Shit, it happens, bro.
But no, on to the topic of the show.
Right. We over here bullshitting.
So I was curious about Native American folklore and like weird shit that they believed in. And I think we know a couple of them. Like I think the first one, if you look at the thing, is the
I like the fact that there's SpongeBob in the top. And then, like 7 scariest things.
the Wendigo. You guys ever heard of this thing?
I feel it sounds like familiar.
I've seen it in a bunch of movies, bro, and I didn't know what the fuck it was. It's like a half man, half deer.
Nah, I ain't never heard of that.
Like,
That shit look kind of trippy, though. I ain't gonna lie.
so I guess like back in the pioneer days, bro, before like we invaded and like there was nothing but like Native American folk running around and shit.
Right.
Whenever somebody would do something fucked up, either something super scandalous or cannibalism, they would fucking believe that they would like taint their spirit and they would get cursed with this fucking thing.
All right.
So if you were a cannibal, you ate human flesh, or you were just an asshole, you would turn into this deer.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm paraphrasing, so I don't think that's really what it is, but that's what I got from like skimming the paragraphs. I don't know, in every movie, it's always like some flesh-covered fucking deer-looking half-man thing.
Oh, well, I ain't never seen a movie with this.
Yeah.
Kind of glad, too.
I saw this TikTok. It said that it was kind of freaky. If you're ever driving like on a dark road, right? And you're going like really fucking fast, like 40 and up, which that's not really fucking fast, but that's fast enough, right? And if you hear a tap on your window anywhere in the car, you're not supposed to look around because it's a Wendigo and it's a test. And if you look, it can get in your car.
What was it if the door's locked? It's gonna bust through my windows.
It's magic.
But that motherfucker looks big as fuck. Do you think he could fit in my car? Does he shrink?
Listen. He shrinks and he goes in through the exhaust pipe. Okay, it was a creepy story, bro. You fucked it up, man.
My bad. Like, I just got too many
My
questions.
bad, I got distracted by my phone.
I got too many questions for that thing.
I don't know, bro. The name doesn't roll off the tongue, though.
I think I've heard it, but it was in a show. You ever heard of the show called The 100
Yeah.
on the CW?
I've never seen it, but it's vampires, right?
Nah, it's not vampires. It's is it the 100s or the 1000? It's something like that. But it's pretty much like, pretty much people that lived in space on a ship who come back to Earth after like an apocalypse, to a post-apocalyptic world.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the eventually, like later on in the season, after like civilizations have been created, they call one of the main characters that, but it was a chick. but it was. I don't think they meant to. I don't know. It was. I just remember that name that they called her that, but they didn't say it was no cannibalistic eating person. I think they just meant to call it like they were trying to call it like a witch or something.
I like how they compared Biden to that Mandingo. I said Mandingo. Wendigo.
This dude said, "Man, Digo." What the fuck, bro? Oh, shit. What are you thinking about, dude?
I mean, it's pretty simple. Just one letter off. I was like, oh, fuck. That was funny as shit.
He said, "Mandingo."
I don't think the Indians were scared of that, bro.
Shit. I think more scared of that than this shit.
Skinwalker.
I've heard of those.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm never sure, bro, because it's always different. Skinwalker can either like turn into people or a werewolf. So I'm not sure if they're the same fucking thing. I couldn't tell you.
I just always heard them as being like a shapeshifter.
Yeah, that's what I hope it's not the word.
Beastly deformed body, marred humanoid face, and blazing orange-red eyes. Other traditions claim that the skinwalkers are the form of any man, woman, or child who commits a deep sin.
What do you consider deep sin?
Sex without condoms.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, bro.
Okay, the only way they can be killed, this is the information that people need to know. They can only be killed with a bullet or knife dipped in white ash. White ash? Isn't all ash white? Or do you have to like do something to get a specific type of that?
No, you get black ash.
Gotta smoke that loud, boy. That's how you get white ash.
Yeah, I didn't read any of these beforehand, so I'm trying to like in real time fucking learn about them. But no, I read this creepypasta one time about this. Like, there was like handful of white kids, right? They were like,
obviously white.
right. They were like, we're gonna go backpacking up this mountain, but they didn't know the area, so they had to get a local. I think they were Indian or they might have been African. I can't fucking remember. So these tour guides are like, hey guys, this trail is pretty dicey. You know, we hear a lot of stories, and the white kids are like, come on, can't be that fucking deep.
Come on, Craig.
So they get all the way up the mountain, and they get to this abandoned cabin, and they're all kicking it, just juicing up, right? And literally, out of fucking the blue, some random fucking undescribable creature just runs through the fucking room or cabin they're in, just starts tackling motherfuckers. Everybody's all flipping the fuck out. And the two tour guides are like, we fucking told you. Peace. Abandon the motherfuckers. Dip. So now these kids are like, you know what? We can find our own way back. It's fine. They're going back down the mountain. They're assuming they're going the right way. And as they're doing that, the story's told through the perspective of a female, I think. And she's looking around, looking at her and her friends just walking during the day. Everything's cool. And then she like gets fixated on one guy. Let's call him Doug. She's like, oh, it's Doug. Why can't I stop looking at Doug? What the fuck's going on with Doug? Okay. And then she's like, hold on. And then she looks at all of her other little friends, right? She goes, all right. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Why does it bother me that there's a 6th guy? Oh, wait, it's coming to me now. We didn't bring Doug because our car could only fit 5 fucking people. So Doug shouldn't be walking with us right now. And then she looks back at Doug and she realizes his face is like wrong. He's got black beady eyes instead of regular people eyes, and his features are like melting. So like it was a skinwalker in their group the whole time. And it's a long ass complicated story. But that's the gist of it, is they keep like the skinwalker can make them like think, they can alter reality in their minds and blend in with the group until it can get close enough to fucking just
To take them out.
Yeah. Oh no, I thought that was creepy as shit though.
Fuck yeah.
And you want to go camping.
I want to go camping soon.
We ain't gonna go camping like that, bro. We're just gonna go camping
I
like.
just feel like I got more common sense. I'm like, 1, 2, 3, 4. There wasn't a fifth guy. We've been walking like 10 minutes. Why hasn't nobody caught this shit?
Nothing like that, bro. Like, you know, they can have campgrounds. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And shit
I've
like
done
that. They have campgrounds where they also have cabins that you can rent out. I've already looked into it, bro, because I know you motherfuckers are special.
You ain't lying, bro. But would you guys ever do like on the ground camping?
I would.
So like tents and just chilling in a sleeping bag?
Yeah, I have, but it was like on a ranch, you know, and there's like hella other people there.
Yeah.
I wouldn't just do it like in the fucking middle of nowhere, in the woods like that.
Well, what's the difference?
I don't know, bro, but I just feel safer being around all them people, for real.
I mean, clearly we can see the rake can go to ranches.
Yeah, but I don't know.
I wouldn't trust it.
The time when I went camping, there was like over 150 people there.
God damn.
So,
That's not camping,
That's
bro.
a hotel, dude.
That's a rave, nigga.
but I mean, it was like we all stayed in tents and shit like that right off at a ranch, bro, in Manhattan.
You said 150 people, bro. I thought you were gonna say
Like over,
30.
because it was like a little church thing, but it was like a church camp that I was just messing with this girl and I went just to mess with her. And yeah, bro. But I was scared too because I was thinking about shit like that while I was there. So.
Did you ever go like really far to like use the restroom, or were you just like
Fuck
around
no.
a tree?
The restroom was a small walk, but at night I didn't go. And I never went by myself. I was cool with some of the other guys, so I would just always go when they went or whenever I needed to go. I'd ask to go, you know, come with me. During the day, it wasn't too bad. It was at night when I was like, fuck that. Because, you know, at night, there's no, like, street post lights or nothing, bro. At night, it's pitch black when you get out there. So, yeah, it's kind of trippy. And at night, I don't know if you ever heard the saying that, like, in the woods at night is when shit really comes to life. That's when shit really comes to life, bro.
I've never heard that song.
I think that saying is just for bugs.
Nah, there's a lot of shit that comes to life at night, bro.
I know like owls and shit like that comes out more, but
And this is in Manhattan, on a ranch in the middle of the fucking woods.
I'll take your word for it.
when you say it like that, it's not scary, bro.
It don't look scary, bro, till you're there. But see, the thing is, like, I start thinking this shit like that, and that's kind of what fucks with me. You know what I mean? I start hearing shit that I'm not supposed to be hearing, and shit starts fucking with me for real. Because I'm already thinking of stuff like that.
Yeah, I think you're over like, what's the word? I think you just scare yourself. There's a specific word I wanted to use, but I don't know. It just doesn't come out of my head.
Overreacting?
Overreacting.
That's just me, bro.
No, I believe it, dude.
Seen
I've
that?
shit, bro. I've been in my own fucking house, dog, just like sitting there watching TV at like 3:00 in the morning, and I hear a noise, and like I mute the TV. You know what I'm saying? I'm paralyzed, bro.
Bro, you telling me shit?
Like, and I know nothing's there, but still, like, I'm listening intently, bro. Like, and it's just like you said, you scare the shit out of yourself. The anxiety, the fucking not knowing, like, do I need to be scared?
That's how I feel every time my camera alarms go off. Like, especially, I don't know. I feel like I do get scared when because I got 2 cameras. So when the second one goes off, that's the one for the cars. I'm like, damn, somebody's, you know, about to get into the car. But the one that trips me out the most is when my camera 1 goes off. That's the one that's right at my front door. Like, literally, it's at my front door. And so that'll be nice for, like, my neighbors because they'll, like, let their dogs out, bro. It'll be something that comes in. But it's always just that what if, like, damn, what if today I open this shit up and there's somebody standing on the other side of that door? You know what I mean?
Because there's hella videos like that.
Yeah, so I'm just like, fuck that. And then, you know, like, I have the neighbors app, so I can see what other people post, like, with their Ring camera and shit like that. And, like, literally just right down the road, bro, over at 51st Street, right down the road, they'll be posting videos like that of just random motherfuckers up in their camera, you know? Like, flashing the light, looking around and shit.
Yeah.
That's why I answered the door with a gun.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah, that's the hazard of living in the neighborhoods, boys.
that's like, that's kind of what trips me out is those cameras. Like, you never know what's going to be. And then, like, it takes a fucking long ass time to load up. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't, because it does a live view and it'll take a minute to load up, and I'll just be right there tripping out, like waiting to see what's on the other side of that camera.
Fucking that's the same problem we got, but I just got motion sensor lights like right outside my front door. So I'll just be posted watching TV and at like 1 a.m, bro, a little light will fucking. It's always like shit.
That's a crackhead passing by.
It's always a cat. Every fucking time, but I have to check because you never know, right?
Today's a day. Not just fun. What's your fucking gauge? Today's a day.
I've only had to do that one time. It's not fun. You ever done that? Like just overreacted and just pulled the strap out and did like a
I do it all the
fucking
time.
Nah, there's some firecrackers though.
firecrackers.
Yeah.
Like you'll hold the lighter and like hold the firecrackers.
Not like I was
Like
I
you
was
got
like-
dynamite, bro.
like I was standing on one side of my privacy fence. You know, you've been in my house.
Yeah.
In the backyard, I got that privacy fence. I stood right there on one side, lit them and tossed them over the yard, and they blew up. And it's because my neighbors, they always leave their fucking dogs out, and they get into my trash, bro.
So you try to kill the dog.
And it was either that. I was gonna shoot at the ground, but I was like, nah, that's a little too much. So I still had hella fireworks from 4th of July. So I got some firecrackers that were like that big. Like I said, I walked up to the fence, and they're literally like on the other side of the fence, bro, like 2 feet away from me. And then they're both together, like a foot away from each other. So I light one and toss it, and it literally like lands right in between them, bro. And they're not moving until it pops, and then I see them both dart the fuck off, hella. And I throw another one at their ass, and it pops again. But it sounded literally just like if I would have shot my 38. I swear to God. I was like, that sounded just like my 38, so I ran back in the house. And I promise you there was some police that drove by, but fuck it.
I was about to talk shit, but then I remember when I lived at my parents' house on Central, fucking one time, we always had raccoons for some reason, because Central's real close to the park. So fucking raccoons like a motherfucker. Fat ass raccoons,
Hell yeah.
bro.
Them
Like
hood raccoons
fucking,
ain't no joke, bro.
fucking like torso like a man. Shit was crazy.
My dog tore one up.
It fucking one time I remember I saw a bunch of them, bro, across the yard in our trash cans, like you said. And I was looking around. I was like, all right, this is broad daylight. These motherfuckers are out. They're bold. They ain't scared of shit. I'm standing like, 20 feet away from them. And I'm just like, all right, I'll show you guys. And I was looking around. The only thing I had next to me was a 30 pack of cans Bud Light. So I just started fucking, did my like best Patrick Mahomes impersonation, bro. I was just fucking.
Chucking them.
Boom. Didn't hit one of them. Hit the wall. And they all just stood there and kept eating the trash. And I was like, they're fearless. I can't do it.
Shit, I'll fucking shoot them motherfucking raccoons, bro. I can't stand raccoons. Possums, I'll let go. Raccoons, fuck them. I can't stand raccoons.
Shit, bro. I can't believe my cousin told that story where he shot the raccoon and cooked the motherfucker.
Dude,
I don't know about that.
he said it tasted like, what is it? Chicken, ain't it?
I think that's what he said, bro. I don't believe him.
It's just tougher.
I let my dog out on one, and he tore one up. I'm pretty sure he killed it because of all the blood that I found. Like once the sun came up, all the blood that I found on my back porch and shit on the fence. I'm pretty sure that motherfucker died.
That's like the plot of Cujo, though, man.
My dog tore that motherfucker up, bro. Shouldn't have been in my yard. Plain and simple.
Back to the topic.
Nah, but I do that like probably once a week. I live by myself unless I got my kid. And even then, I don't let my kid inside my house until I go through the fucking house. And I go through that bitch like it's SWAT, man, with my gun out and everything.
I thought he was better to say once a week, like he cooks a raccoon, shoots a
No.
raccoon.
That's what I thought he was talking about, too. I was like, God damn.
That's some hillbilly shit.
Just walks around with a belt of like fucking raccoon pelts, bro. Did you guys do the Canelo fight?
Yeah,
Nah.
I saw it.
Ah, yeah, I forgot.
was
You were in a
getting
coma, bro.
You were in a coma.
He got married on the day of the Canelo fight.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was
yeah,
getting
man. Thanks for the fucking invite.
I knew this was gonna come, bro.
Thanks for the fucking invite. That's why you're not my barber no more, bitch.
It's cool, bro. That's why you didn't get an invite.
Good, I didn't want to.
Nah, bro, it ain't nothing. I wasn't in charge of the invites, bro. My girl was.
So she was like, fuck your friends. Oh,
She only invited who she could remember.
There really wasn't like a lot of folk there.
Nah, bro. It was like 70 people there.
I think like the most important people in your life should have been there, and we weren't there.
Francisco wasn't even there.
I ain't consider him to be important.
Francisco wasn't there. This dude was there for like 20 minutes.
Do you still wit?
Josh went for like 20 minutes. Josh left at the same time he did.
At least they got invites.
And then, but they didn't. I texted these niggas about it like a week before.
At least they got invites.
Well, I didn't text them. My girl was reminding me about it because I really wasn't low key between. Well, it ain't between us, but I really wasn't gonna invite none of y'all. But
My boy.
it was just gonna be my family and her family. But she started telling me to invite y'all.
Oh no, that's real. Cause like when I got hitched the first time, it was just my family, just my sister, mom and dad, her family.
But it ain't nothing personal, bro.
No, it's all personal.
I didn't invite you because I didn't want to. It's not nothing personal.
Feel like it's personal. Don't worry about it. I'll be there for the next one.
I'll invite you to the church marriage because this was just a court one.
It was just a court one.
Yeah.
Even though there was a priest there.
That dude wasn't a priest. He's a minister.
He was a cosplayer.
Yeah. Pretty much. He was just a dude in a priest costume.
Nah. Fucking, I left this dude's wedding to go to my cousin's wedding, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when my family does shit, bro, there's like fucking hundreds of people there every time. Cause my mom got a fat ass family. She's got like 13 brothers and sisters. And that was, they're all from like the 60s up. Like in terms of when they were born. So now they've all had kids who have had kids who have had kids. And like not including cousins and shit. So it's ridiculous every time there's a get together. And I don't like going to them. I don't know, like, do you guys have real big families like that?
Nah.
Yeah, I do.
Not at all.
I'm not like a real social person, so I don't feel comfortable in big crowds. So I get real anxious about like saying what's up to people. Because I don't know people's like energy levels. Like some people that see you are all like, what's up? And the next nigga, and the third one, it's weird fucking awkward. Like, you're not. Yeah.
I've been in those family situations.
And I don't like it.
I feel bad.
Yeah, like going like in for that awkward hug.
And then they're like, they have the hand out, but you make them pull it in and kind of pat them on the back while they're like still not even facing you.
You ever get that weird situation like with I want to say like an uncle, and you're like just trying to figure out what to fucking do with that person?
Or like you go in for
a handshake, they're going in for a hug.
Or you go for a dab, bro, and they're trying to do a regular handshake, but you've already like done some weird ass thing with their fingers.
You've already interlocked your fingers with them.
And they're still going like this, but you're still going like trying to complete the fucking act, bro.
It looks like a fucking circle.
Yeah. So like
the Arabian steamboat circle.
Yeah, dude. And fucking another thing, nobody ever talks about like, do you guys do like kisses on the cheeks?
Nah.
Yeah, I do for women.
Some people I do it with, but like even like while I'm doing them, I'm like, all right, am I supposed to air kiss, actual touch the cheek, kind of touch the cheek, blow on the cheek? Like, what's the etiquette?
Never about telling. It's always weird like that.
Huh?
I don't know.
Nobody's confident about it, and we just don't talk about it.
I don't never do that.
To be honest, I just like almost cheek to cheek and just it's just air kiss pretty much.
But have you ever actually gone and just like fucking
like chicken peck it?
Yeah, probably once or twice.
Yeah.
I mean, unless it's to my girl or my son, but nobody else.
So you just do like hugs?
Dap and a hug. What, like the day of my wedding when all my sister-in-laws were hugging me, congratulating me, I literally was like putting one arm around them and just like patting them on their back. But there was literally like this much space in between all of us every time I hugged into them, because I just ain't into that. But they was like hugging me all around, you know what I mean? They would give me an actual hug, but I was just like, patting them on the back, light touch.
You always like inhaled your fucking wiener, bro. You were like,
pretty much. I'm like, yeah.
Nah, dude, I had this weird interaction with my my dad's new woman, right? His new wife.
Yeah.
Where she's from Colombia, so they're very affectionate people.
She got a big old booty.
Yeah. Funny story about that too. And huh?
It's fake.
I don't know, maybe.
I mean, it's a stepmom. So.
If she's from Colombia, that shit gotta be fake.
Well, nah, but before, okay, I'll tell that story first. So before she had come over here, my dad was just like, sending her texts and shit. I think he had gone over there once or twice or something to visit her. They're just sending like emails back and forth or what's that fucking app niggas always use? WhatsApp, yeah. And he was trying to show me and my girl something. So I think like I'm in the middle, my girl's on the other side of me, and he's like he's like holding his phone out, kind of going like, scrolling through his like photo gallery. And my girl accidentally, like, she out of nowhere just gets bold and just fucking, like, does the swipe of death. Does the hard...
Where that shit just scrolls
does
up.
the hard swipe. He's trying to show us something real specific. And she goes... And then all of a sudden, bro, I'm just staring at ass. Just giant, like, perched over, oiled up, in a thong. And I'm in the middle. And she's, like, holding the phone.
Damn.
And he's trying to go... Wait. And my girl's like, no, it's cool. I don't see anything. And I'm just in the middle, bro.
She's still scrolling through this shit.
She's trying to scroll back up to what he was showing. And I remember I was just like,
You're like, damn, Dad.
my boy.
Dapped it up real quick.
You're like, now picture like, oh, hey, stepmom. Situation.
You need help with the laundry?
Oh, you stuck?
She gets stuck in the... I was about to say that shit. She gets stuck in the dryer.
You and Dad fighting again?
You remember the movie Step Brothers? He's like, well, what the fuck am I to do? He had a taste of the bull. Maybe he wants the young calf now. You don't know what I'm talking about.
He's like, I'm walking out. I'm shirtless. She gets a peep of my ball fro.
My ball, bro.
More or less, though. But I was saying that we had this exchange, right? She would like do these real like, and my dad's side of the family, they're way different from my mom's side. My dad's side, they're all Chicano. They were from Texas, practically real conservative motherfuckers. And we don't even like shake hands for real. We just walk in, it's just head nods. That's it. We're not real like physically affectionate on that side of the family. So when she comes around, she's fucking, hugs and shit, all that stuff, right? So I'm like, okay, this is what we do. Until one time, she did the fucking freeze up, bro. Like, I go in for the hugs. I'm like, this is what we do. She's stiff. And I just have this awkward, like, And since that day, bro, since that day, it's been years.
Oh, fuck.
When I'm leaving, I make sure I'm about 7 feet away from this bitch, and I just go. I just throw a peace sign up, bro. That's it.
You ever wonder why she acted like that?
I don't know.
You said that was your cousin?
No, my fucking dad's wife.
Your dad's wife.
Stepmom.
Okay.
I'll just say stepmom.
That's
It's so weird to say, bro.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. My mom's husband. That's what we said. My mom's husband.
Yeah.
Because he's no stepdad of mine. He didn't step up. All right.
That's how I feel, bro. Like, I
Damn,
was,
bro.
you know what I'm saying? I was in my mid-20s when she came around, so, like...
Yeah.
Nah, well, I mean, I'm saying my stepdad, but for real, I call him my dad, bro, because he's been around since I was like 5.
Well, that makes sense.
So I call
Yeah,
him my
nah.
dad.
No, my mom's husband, like, they got married like 3 years ago, so.
Oh, well, that's something
But he's
different.
cool. He's cool.
That nigga ain't just, he ain't no stepdad. He's your mom's husband.
That's what I'm saying. But, I don't know. Before my parents got divorced, my family was like that. You could only hug the women and handshake all the guys. And my dad would never said I love you, never said I'm proud of you, never showed emotion.
Mm-hmm.
And it was weird because I would get like, I'd be like, Dad, we're going to state for football. And he'd be like, oh, that's cool. Or I'd be like, Dad, I just pass these classes or pass these tests. And he's like, oh, that's good. And then he would never show fucking emotion. And I think that's a Mexican thing. It is a Mexican thing. It's a Hispanic thing. And it was weird because I would hear from a lot of my dad's friends, like, dude, your dad's super proud of you. He talks about you all the time. I'm like, well, the bitch never shows me. But little by little, that's just, we're first generation Zeros like that. And they're raised like to fucking get hit and then ask questions later type of shit.
Hell yeah.
And I don't know. I never want to go through that shit with my son. I want my son to know, like, hey, I'm proud of you. Keep it up. But I don't know. Now after the divorce, that's what I was going with. After the divorce, my dad does hug me. He does say, I love you.
How old were you when they got divorced?
If I'm 29, probably like 25.
It was weird because mine got divorced at like 21.
When you were 21?
Yeah. And I felt like they had to both like argue their case to me like the whole time. Or was like yours amicable?
No, my dad got caught up cheating. So
Yeah, mine too.
I mean, there's
bro.
no case about it. I mean, he is a great dad. I'm not gonna lie. He's a perfect dad. It's just he fucked up, and those are consequences.
Mm-hmm.
But they both look like they're semi happy. Yeah. Let's move on.
No, it's
I feel like I don't know where to go with this shit anymore.
Let's turn to the red table talk real quick. How does that make you feel, bro?
I feel like I could have become something out of my life if they stayed together.
I was really starting to hit my stride. Nah, dude, fucking. Have you heard the fucking conspiracy theory about 2012? That the Cerner company or whatever, they were like fucking around with like trying to make black holes and they accidentally made one, and now we've been like in an alternate reality since 2012.
Hell no, I ain't never heard of that.
Yeah, because where the fuck did Cerner come from, bro?
CERN's always been around.
They're like a
CERN's like the umbrella corporation.
That's what I'm saying. I just saw the big
they do
building one day
something
by the
with medical,
Legends.
with the medical, because I cut people that work for Cerner. Like one dude, he travels to other hospitals showing them how like some software works. I think they pretty much are like the people who handle just like the software that the hospitals use. You know what I mean? Like on the computers and shit like that.
Like all records.
Some shit like that.
But they're not at Legends anymore. They moved out of there.
Yeah, I think they closed that down.
They probably had a fucking zombie outbreak.
Bro.
I don't know.
I know they move over there by Lee Summit, I think. Or Grandview. I just know that it's like a 7-building facility. It's massive.
How do you even get a job with them? You just apply? You need college?
You just get on your knees and start sucking the right dick, I guess. I don't know.
I think so. I don't know, bro, but you do gotta go to college.
Because I always see dudes
Probably
talking
they
about
do that
like,
too.
every time I see somebody who works there, they're always like, yeah, I'm going on this flight. I got to do a business trip. What do you work for, Officer Cerner? Like, what are you doing? Meh.
Me.
Meh.
I ain't never got that answer, but
What did they tell you?
well, one dude did IT for Cerner. One dude was like a computer engineer.
Those are all really vague jobs.
And the other dude, like I said, he goes and he like explains how to use those programs at these hospitals. Like his job is 100% travel.
I don't mind having a job like that. But just my son's situation. I can't make it away from my son too long.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we say that, but I mean, shit, he has no, like, he's single and no kids or nothing, and he says it's cool, but I mean, he be missing his beds from time to time, bro. He don't like having having to stay in the hotel all the time and
I
shit.
don't fucking mind it. Not one bit.
But he's been like all over the East Coast. He's been to California. He's been to hella places all over the West Coast too.
At one point, I wanted to enlist into the Air Force, and that was one of my things, just to travel.
Shit, that'd be dope.
I mean, I think we can still do it, but I feel like I'm too old for it.
Try to go to the Air Force?
I feel like I'm too old. They join anything now.
Mm.
I don't know, bro. I'm not too old, but nah, I don't know.
I don't.
To the Air Force, I feel like you gotta be hella smart to get in the Air Force.
You calling me stupid?
Nah, bro. But
I'm joking.
hella people got. I mean, everybody that I know that's in the Air Force are highly intelligent.
No, I know some stupid fuckers.
I don't know any dumb people in the Air Force, bro.
It just depends.
The dumb motherfuckers that were in the Air Force shot themselves in the leg to get out.
Dude, I know people that are incredibly intelligent, dude. But that's just on paper. In real life, like, in everyday situations, they're stupid as fuck. Does that make any sense?
So they're book smart, but they're not street smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or better yet, like, you guys understand what the whole concept of, like, school in general is, right? Like, just because you're good at school doesn't necessarily mean that you're smart.
To be honest, I heard a theory that schools are designed to make the common man.
Complacency.
I don't know what that means.
It's to make people who follow orders.
Right.
Because when you're in school, they're not teaching you information you necessarily need. They're making sure that you can follow instructions. You sit at the desk until we tell you to get out of the desk. You go to the restroom when we tell you can go to the restroom. You're going to look at this page and you're going to remember what's on the page. The test is what is on the page. It's not necessarily things that are important in your life.
Right.
So what's the purpose? It's so you learn how to follow instruction.
I see.
Brainwashing.
And I actually see that. Like, that makes fucking sense, bro. It's kind of fucked up.
So, because they're not really teaching you things you actually need in life. It's just...
Because, like, there are important things we probably need to fucking know. Financing, budgeting, how to maintain your own fucking crib when shit fucks up. That matters more than knowing, like, when the Boston Tea Party happened and shit that. Right. Like, why? Like, I get we need to understand that happened, but do we need to know the dates? Do we need to know the names of the guys? Like, what the fuck is the point of all that?
Exactly.
No, just, I guess, I don't know. Conspiracy, this. What do you guys think about, speaking about conspiracies, what do you guys think about that Travis Scott shit?
Oh, the Astroworld thing?
Yeah.
Man.
I feel like it was.
You think it was a conspiracy? What's the conspiracy?
My dude Xavier was there. He was there, and all he said was that, like, he felt hella pressure, like, from everybody coming up, and that he was moving to the back, but he wasn't moving. That he was, like, floating in the air because the crowd pretty much had him, like, in the air. You know what I mean? And I was like, "Yeah, bro, you're a part of a satanic ritual." And he was like, "Yeah, probably, man. He's like, I've been feeling weird since I got back."
Yeah, don't kick it with that guy, man. But yeah, that's the theory, that they were all sacrifices. And there's like little things that match up.
There's like too much evidence behind it, bro.
Yeah. And
what is the evidence? I haven't looked that much into this, so.
Well, I wouldn't say evidence, but there's a lot of
coincidences
that backs up.
Yeah, like the whole stage setup is like an upside down cross.
Where he's walking out to, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
And then it turns into a portal.
It looks like a fucking swirl.
There was like
that's supposed to represent the gates of hell opening up.
See you on the other side. Another ad he came out with the word of dystopia, and it means something. I forgot what it means, but it means some like mass casualty event, some crazy event or some shit like that.
Dystopia means fucked up future.
Dystopia, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And the flames, there was 8 flames and 8 victims at the time at the...
I've seen that. That's a trip.
I don't know about that.
And supposedly at the show, there was somebody like that had a needle just shooting people up.
Mm-hmm.
I heard about that.
Because there was a security guard that reported it, right?
That he felt like a prick or something on his neck or something.
And when they evaluated his ass, he had like a little fucking...
But there was a lot of reports saying there was more than fucking...
Yeah, that's what I was about to say, that there was over 100 casualties, not just those 8 that they reported.
So, conspiracy theories aside, how much of the blame do you put on Travis Scott?
None. I don't. I mean...
Nah, it's not really his fault. It was the people there.
That's what I'm saying, nigga. Like, everybody's talking about it's on the event. Like, they fucked up. Security, they fucked up. He could have
stopped it, like, stopped the whole show. Like,
oh, I mean... They did stop. I saw a video where he did stop for one person, the first person that passed out. But what I was hearing is all these deaths, besides the ones being crushed to death, they died from unnatural causes.
From like cardiac arrest.
Like heart attacks and shit, dude.
Yeah.
So they didn't get stomped to death like they're making it out.
They just dropped.
I thought there was a dancer also that died.
Whoa.
Sacrifices.
It's a trip. I didn't hear that.
Yeah, they just had cardiac arrest. They just dropped.
But yeah, I mean, I
thought that it was one of the, I was like, man, somebody probably just threw like fentanyl in the air or some shit like that, and everybody was inhaling it. You know what I mean?
That's why a lot of people describe it, that they saw hell, like flames and shit. And a lot of people was like, nah, it was a stage with the lights, and they're like, nah, I saw bodies over the floor like it was hell. And I was like, damn. I went to the Kevin Gates concert. That show was pretty dope. Didn't see nothing like that.
I don't know, dude. You know, like, all these, like, rappers are trying to do this, like, emo, like, satanic type shit.
Yeah.
Like, that's just what's cool right now. The same way like emo punk bands and shit back in the day were on the same thing. Now they're just doing it.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Drake be doing that shit a lot.
Or like Juice World nigga before he died. XXXTentacion was on the same shit.
But they wasn't on no devil shit. They was like on some like cutting their wrist shit. Emo shit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's the same thing. That's who they're trying to speak to.
I guess so.
That's all part of the Illuminati. That's all it is.
I don't know. But I think that I see a lot of people, like I said, throwing shade at Travis Scott, throwing shade at the event. But, like, why isn't anybody talking shit to his fans? Like, how do you trample motherfuckers, bro?
Yeah, that the fence that they always go through, like I guess that's like a tradition from like all the people to like break through that fence or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you ever saw the clips of that, but
Yeah, it's all clips. But still, it's like...
I mean, it shows people right there getting trampled.
They're, the victims' families are suing Travis Scott.
Mm-hmm.
Which is like, you're not going to win that shit.
I think it was over like 100 lawsuits that I saw. It was like progressing. It was like, first it was like 20, then it was like 50, then it was like over 100 lawsuits now charged or being filed for the Travis Scott Astroworld concert.
Yeah, I mean, somebody's getting paid some kind of bread from somebody.
Yeah, I think just a victim. Well, I heard there was a 10th victim, like a 9-year-old that died.
Yeah, he was in a coma. He passed away.
Like,
He
first,
said
day or
his
yesterday.
dad had took him or some shit, and then he like lost grip of his fucking hand. Like
first off, what the fuck are you taking a kid to a concert like that? If you know that those fucking concerts get spoiled like that.
Yeah.
It's like, you remember how they were having the protesting down by the plaza?
mm-hmm.
And there was this girl that, probably like a 5-year-old girl, and her mom took her. And Kansas City police deployed fucking tear gas, and everybody was giving the cops shit. Dude, why you're not giving shit to the mom? You already seen all these protests, people being tear gassed and being maced and shit. And you're taking your 5-year-old daughter to that shit.
Accountability, man. A lot of motherfuckers don't want to hear it.
Just like, yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't know what goes through these fucking parents. I will never put my kid in situations like that.
But the counter argument to that, bro, is think back like all the way to the 70s, like all these heavy metal shows. How many people have been taking their kids to those like for fucking 50 years?
Right? I mean, hey, if nothing happened, great. But if they get hurt, that's your responsibility.
True.
You should be charged with something.
But by that logic, like imagine when every time you take your kid ice skating, like I fell and hit my head like 9 times when I was little.
I would have pulled your ass out the first time. You're like, get the fuck out. You can't skate.
You don't got it.
You don't got it. I don't even know what the fuck I was thinking. Get the fuck back over here.
Fucking my dad took me to Go Chicken Go on Kansas Ave, and this crackhead tried to like show me that necklace was real that he was selling, and I like held it, and then he held a lighter to the other end of it, and the whole thing got hot and burned my hand.
Where was your dad?
In the car,
Where were you at?
in the back seat.
Why was
he not paying attention to
why
the
did he
crackhead?
intervene in that?
I don't fucking know, dude. It's bad situations.
I don't know. To be honest, that sounds like you put too much trust in the crackhead.
That's something like
Hey,
neglect.
we don't like to judge people, bro.
I do? Fuck.
It was the 90s, man. It was a different time.
Where fucking, what was it, that one crackhead, Kansas City Hard in the 90s, you remember that shit? I do. The shit was going crazy.
I just thought people were really sweaty. I didn't know why.
I'm like, damn.
The bitch is hot.
Like, it's fucking 6 degrees outside. These motherfuckers are sweating like crazy.
That was a good current event I forgot about, though. Was there any more, like, big shit that happened that I'm not thinking of?
That, right now, that trial for that one kid that shot.
Ah, dude.
Dude, I have so much shit against that.
Crybaby ass motherfucker.
I know, I shared a lot of memes.
My boy Rittenhouse.
Like, yeah.
So what are your guys' thoughts on that?
I think that mom should get charges. Like,
That
even
shit too political for me.
and the thing is, we're gonna probably get a lot of people talking shit on us, saying shit like this. But
That's why I just ain't gonna say shit. I don't really fuck with politics.
I mean, it's not politics if you're not picking a side. Like, you just say what you think about it.
But see, it's gonna end up coming down to having to pick a side, bro. It's gonna be politics either way.
well, that's another the National Guard got deployed. like shit ton of them.
I just think he looked crybaby as a bitch.
Yeah, that was good acting though.
That was hell no. That nigga.
Oh, yeah, that nigga deserved an Oscar.
Nah, like I see it real black and white, okay? So like I feel like because like how you said it's political, right? My leanings is liberal, you know what I'm saying? I'm always siding with he's a white kid and he just shot some protesters, right? But you watch the fucking video, dude, the guy who's like swinging a fucking skateboard at him, like what else is he going to do? You're swinging a skateboard at a motherfucker with an AR.
Well,
In what world is he supposed to go like, "Oh wait, let me put this down." Okay. Like, where was that going to happen?
So let me tell you some facts. Well, and I don't know if they're 100% facts. I just heard some of it. First off, that wasn't even his property. That wasn't even his AR. He was 17. He was underage.
Mm-hmm.
His mom took him to. I don't even think they live in a county or state. Her mom took him there.
Drove him across state lines. Yeah.
And the thing is like, once again, you put your kid in that situation. She should get charged with something like what is
Negligence.
it? Yes. And yes, it was self-defense. But just like the lawyer said, it can't be self-defense if you put yourself in that situation. You're putting yourself in there. And the thing is, it's not your AR, it's not your property to defend. It's nothing of yours. You went there to do damage.
Yeah, but like, let me give you an analogy, right? Say
But
like,
does a glove fit? No, I'm just kidding.
say a dude like jumps into a fucking lion enclosure at the zoo. He's not supposed to be there. Not his property. They're gonna still shoot that fucking lion because it's about to kill this kid.
Right.
Let it.
Like
Let
Harambe.
it eat him.
Or better yet, this
Harambe.
dude pulls his gun out. He shoots the lion. He's gonna get in trouble, right? Even though he was defending himself. So I think if anything, I just proved your argument, low key.
Yeah, but you're comparing an animal to a human.
Well, no, but it's
There's
still.
different laws for a human to an animal.
But
I know, but
it all
it's
comes down
analogy.
to natural instinct.
Like, I understand. I understand that it would. I'm not gonna lie. I will do the same. I will shoot these motherfuckers down. But I know I'm gonna get jail time.
Exactly. That's the whole point. That's where the story ends, right? He shot the lion, but his dumbass still put himself in that position. So I hear everything before that, right? Like you said, his mom took him there. He was underage. He's got the strap. Why is he there in the first place? That should all be taken into account. But in terms of like what he's actually in the news for, supposedly, right, he got assaulted by the first dude. He was getting chased by some wild nigga. Do you know anything about that specifically?
Nah, because I didn't see the video. Like, I heard there's a video.
So the first guy that approached him, he had just gotten released from a hospital for being on suicide watch because he tried to kill himself. So he was already fucked up in the dome.
I know he killed a child predator.
I think that was the second dude he shot.
So,
But the first guy was this dude who got released from a mental hospital. He was fucking nut. So he sees a dude. He's all like, "We gotta get him. We're gonna get him." And they're chasing him. I think they try to hit him with a brick or some shit. Bam. Pops motherfucker. Then he's running. That's when he gets chased by more people. Dude with the skateboard catches him. Fucking, he's about to fucking take nigga out with the skateboard. Bam.
And that
Gone.
dude just falls like straight forward, ain't it?
Yeah.
I think I've seen that video.
And then when he gets up, that's when the third guy's there. This dude pulls a pistol out and he
Yeah,
holds it
that's
to his
when-
head. And as soon as he sees it, got the guy with the pistol. So
Shot
it's
him
hard
in the
to
arm.
argue that in any of them situations, he was in the wrong.
no, like, I understand. It's self-defense to a certain point. But all the shit that he did led him to that situation. Look,
He could have just stayed his ass
it
at
could have been
home.
the fucking owner of the property and killed those three guys, and that shit would have never made it in the news. It would have been fucking defending your property. But this motherfucker went in there looking for that shit.
Came across state lines.
I heard the AR wasn't even his.
And what fucks me up, right, is how
He
they're
was
saying
catching
he's
some
so
bodies at night.
fucked up about it. But there is pictures of him like after he got off of house arrest or whatever in his home state.
He got off on
He's like at a bar with his mom or some shit.
He's
like
at a
that,
bar
ain't
with
it?
the white supremacist group, bro.
Right.
He's got a shirt that says "free as fuck."
Yeah,
Don't-
free as
don't go
fuck.
their sign.
Nigga, like, bro, you had no remorse in that moment. So now when you're on the stand facing the law, all of a sudden now it all comes back to you. Like, no, you're scared of going to fucking jail.
Taking it in the butt.
He's yeah. I'll be scared too.
He gonna be taking it in the butt.
Like, that was soft shit to me.
Look, I see this going they're gonna he's gonna get jail time, regardless.
Nah.
Yeah, because think about it.
You saw how the judge is on his side,
They
bro.
will do a retrial for this shit.
The judge is on his side.
Because they will go into fucking riots again because of this shit. That's why they got the national.
That's the whole plan.
But what I'm saying is, they will redo a trial.
They want us to go back into a riot. They're gonna let this dude free, and there's gonna be another riot.
They could probably end up killing this.
It's all part of the plan.
I won't be surprised if this dude moves out of the country if he ever gets off. I would.
That's probably what's gonna happen. They're gonna let him go. He's gonna leave, being witness protection or some shit.
I don't know, man. I think he's just gonna be like another. I remember George Zimmerman.
Yeah, the one who shot Trayvon Martin.
Yeah, he just shot the kid because
he was hooded up. He had his hood up, and
he was in Florida, so he says he attacked him, and while he attacked him, then he fucking pulled out his shit.
Him, yeah.
Same thing. Like, that dude's out living his fucking life, bro. Nobody remembers it because it was like 10 years ago.
Times are different. We'll see. We'll see. I just want to see what the fuck happens to that kid. Like, it sounds fucked up, but I want him to fucking face jail time.
I do too. Like, no, don't get me wrong, right? Like, there's got to be consequences for people to do those type of things. Like you said, what the fuck was his business being there?
Like, if it was me in that situation, they want to fucking wait that long for trial. They want to
No.
I would have been in jail.
You would have been deported. We ain't even from Mexico.
Scared out of my life, taking in the butt.
Yeah, the worst part, though, was after he shot them dudes, right? He's running directly towards cops holding his fucking strap still.
And they didn't do shit.
And they ignored him, bro. They walked past him like, oh, what are you running from, son? You imagine if any of us had done that.
Oh.
We wouldn't have made it past that.
We'd have got lit the fuck up.
Would have got 5 warning shots to the back, dude.
Moving on, though. Any other topics you guys could think of?
That's pretty much it.
I got a random one. It's not really like anything we could talk deep about, but I heard about this dude in Africa. He was, they called him like the African vampire. He was like in Libya or some shit. He killed like 7 kids or something by like biting them on the neck and like sucking their blood.
What the fuck?
And they had caught his ass, and they were gonna put him on trial, but he escaped prison. And he had wandered back to like his home village or some shit, and he was trying to like join in on like a kid's soccer game, but the kids like recognized him and went and told their parents. So like the whole town mobbed up and like lynched him in the middle of the town.
Good.
Damn. Where'd you read that at?
Not Yahoo.
Damn.
Like 2 months ago, I think.
That's crazy. How about the one about the dude who tracked down his daughter's boyfriend?
Oh yeah, that's another good one.
And like they just found the body in October. That's just been in the trunk for over a year. But I guess the daughter's boyfriend sold that girl into sex trafficking, and the dad tracked her down, came back, rescued her, came back, tracked the boyfriend down, pretty much beat him to death, threw him in the trunk, left the trunk somewhere last year in September, and they just found the body this past October.
You ever see the movie Taken?
Yeah. The exact same concept.
Pretty much. And it's kind of fucked up. But I saw an interview with the boy's parents, and they're still defending his ass. I'm like, no, fuck that. He sold his girlfriend for $1,000 for sex trafficking. The dad went out of his way, bypassed the police. He did a report and everything, supposedly. He found out that it was the boyfriend, went out, beat the shit out of him until he got information and killed him, and then went to go get his daughter himself.
Shit.
And
I mean, that's what you got to do, though.
He's like, I'm not ashamed what I did. If I got to face the rest of my life in prison, it is what it is. But think about it, like, she's probably so fucked up in the head already.
But he's probably gonna do a trial, but they're gonna let him out. I think they're gonna let him out.
Yeah, I'm probably give him like a few.
And he probably living the life right now in prison.
They would have to, man. There's a bunch of stories like that of like, it's always dads, bro. Dads and like their kids got killed by like a pedo or some shit, and like the dude's on trial in police custody. He's walking into the courthouse or getting transferred somewhere, and it's on camera a couple of times.
But the one that shot him in the head?
Yeah, where the dad just comes out of the crowd, bro, with the fucking handgun and just fucking
I seen the one. I don't know if it's the same one, but it's one where he's on the phone
Yeah, he's like waiting
and
for him to pass.
he's on the
by.
phone with his boy. And he's like, here he comes, and then the dude's walking past him. The dude hangs up the phone or drops it, just puts the pistol under his arm like that. Wow, shoots him and it like hits that motherfucker through the cheek and like through his head. On live news, and the motherfucker just laid out dead, leaking. And then the detectives are like, they're like, why, Greg? Why? Telling him some shit like that. But that shit was crazy. But I mean, what can you do in that situation, man?
I mean,
Kids are innocent, bro. To be going.
Look,
through
bro,
some
when it
crazy
comes to
stuff.
kids, man, I feel that kind of energy.
For real.
Like, to the fullest, man.
That shit just. I don't like seeing that. I don't like seeing women get beat. I don't like seeing kids get beat. I don't like seeing anything happen to kids. That shit just fucks me up. It just triggers me, dude.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, I don't either.
Like, bro, I couldn't watch Squid Games.
I did.
The hell
That
couldn't
shit-
you watch Squid Games, bro? Squid Games was fire.
That shit fucked me up. But that shit was mass murder, bro.
Then you're not ready for season 2.
I didn't watch it past episode 1.
Oh, dude, shit. I binged the whole thing in a day.
How far would you make it?
Always the end.
I'd make it to
this dude.
Nah, bro, we'd both die in the glass window scene.
Nah.
Y'all wouldn't be able to stand still from red light, green light.
So there was a theory. So the glass, right?
Explain to him what it is.
So there's two plates. One's real glass and one's like fucking unbreakable glass. You have to pick one. If you pick the wrong one, you fall like 100 feet and die.
Right.
So the theory of these dudes is like there has to be a metal rail in the middle to hold the glass in the middle. Just shimmy that motherfucker all the way through.
That's what I thought. Like, even if you fell, just hold on to the fucking metal rod. Because it was basically jumping steps, but instead of steps, it was glass plates, and you had to pick right or left. There was no skipping, so you had to pick one. Either jump straight, jump to the side, and it was like fucking 100 of those motherfuckers.
It was like 10, like 14.
It looked like more, because there was like 30 people at this point in the Squid Games. And they were all just fucking...
Just going, just falling and shit.
I never want to be first. There was this one dude like just push a dude just to see.
He just started throwing motherfuckers.
You'll break glass and what she had to live.
And that's how like they got to the bottom 3, because they took everybody out on that one.
Motherfuckers is tripping, bro.
What?
I watched this movie about. It was called The Wind River, and it's pretty much about like it takes place in Wyoming, and it's pretty much it has to do about like how motherfuckers kidnap like the Native American chicks. You know, that's a pretty big thing, and they rape them and kill them, bro. And it's just one cop about a cop that happened to his daughter, and so he pretty much goes after the motherfuckers that did it, and it ends up being like the town's police station, like the group of police and shit like that, who rape and kill these Native American chicks. That shit's crazy, bro. But it's a real thing in real life. Like, I guess it's a real big issue.
Yeah, I mean, there's sex trafficking all the time.
Yeah, dude, I read this story about, you know how whenever Indians were like first being, is it called gentrified?
I would say that.
When they're like becoming Americanized, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like, you know, they would always tell the Native American people, like, you know, give us your kids. We're going to put them in a school. We're going to teach them how to be, you know, Western cultured, shit like that. So Native Americans would just hand their kids off because they didn't have a choice for it. Either that or you're going to fucking die.
Mm-hmm.
So they would do it. All right, take our kids. And here in like the last couple years, they found one of like the ruins of those old schools.
Right.
And there was like hundreds of fucking like dead Indian kids because
think
they
I
would
heard
just
about
murder
that.
the motherfuckers.
Yeah. I heard about that.
Like hundreds, bro. Just bodies. Can't trust motherfuckers.
Nah, bro. But they're trying to wipe out the rest of the Native Americans that are left.
So,
I feel like we've done our job today, boys.
yeah, I'm kind of like brain dead right now.
Yeah, me too, bro. I'm kind of hungry.
It's been a while since we did a nice little 2-hour set.
I've been having cotton mouth for like the last 2 hours.
I know we never got offered water or nothing,
I
but
know, bro.
Hard times at the Jasso house.
I left my Gatorade at the house too.
Dude, we do another one of these. I got me and my girl bought this like thing from Walmart. It's like a glass skull, and we're gonna like fill it up with fucking Crown again.
That'd be cool.
It's gonna be the move next time, I think.
Just have it right here in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
I wish we could smoke in here, but I'd be rolling up right here on the table. But I'm gonna get some carts to have in here so I could be hit.
I'm cool with that.
Cause I don't want to be lighting up in here.
But with that being said, boys, I don't know what the fuck I was gonna go with. There's something in my brain, but I can't think of it. Good night.